Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Welcome in to Morning Flow. All right. Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning. It is a rainy day here in the beautiful St. Lucia. So we will be doing our morning flow a little bit more comfy cozy today because I'm cold. So we will begin our morning flow. Hello, hello from Iceland. Hello, Kristen. I'm so glad you were able to make it. All right, cool. So morning flow, just in case you've never participated, it is a way that we start our day. So it's 15 minutes of movement, 15 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes of planning your day, and 15 minutes of journaling. So, and I flipped it. We'll journal and then plan our day. And so it is an hour long just to kind of get our mind set in order and ready, prepared for the day. I'm your host, Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, all in the natural healthcare space. And I like to say that I went to school so you don't have to. Hey, Somali. So morning flow is just a nice way that I have kind of figured out how to start my day with intention, with purpose, with focus. And so let's begin. So we're going to begin with just a little bit of an inhale and an exhale and an inhale and an exhale. And one more time, big inhale and exhale. Very good. Go ahead, lift those arms up nice and straight. Imagine that there's a string pulling on your head and pulling on the tips of your fingers, pulling your body up. Nice big stretch early in the morning. Very, very good. And now we're going to go ahead and leave both of our arms up, and we're going to bring both of our arms down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold both of those arms now down, parallel to the floor, and tiny circles to the front for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure that those tiny circles are moving from your shoulder joint. So we're going to go backwards for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Reach out, extend both to the side walls. Nice extension there. Hold your arms out. Very good. Hold, hold, hold. And now we're going to come to the front for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold your arms out. Put your palms facing down. Pull a fist. And we're going to go back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it on back. Now we're going to go ahead and spin our arms up, keeping those fists, and we're going to punch up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Thank you for the follow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Hold your arms up. Hold them up, hold them up, hold them up. Tiny circles to the back. But now we're doing them up. Very good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and wall slide. So nice and extended again. And we're going to bring our arms all the way down and pinch at the top. Back up to the top, pinch down, all the way down. Back up to the top, pinch all the way down. Back up to the top, pinch all the way down. Back up to the top, pinch all the way down. Back up to the top and pinch all the way down. Very good. Go ahead and shake those arms out. I love how just a simple little movement gives a little fire burn. I love that. So, especially too, because we're just waking up, so we don't want to be super crazy with our movements. We really just want to get our bodies warm, awake, let our bodies know, hey, it's time to wake up, it's time to get moving, it's time to, start our day. All right, so now we're going to work on our core. So bringing our attention to our core. So it's again, it's raining, so we may get a little crazy with the noise, but we're just going to focus here on our abs. Imagine first and foremost, let's go ahead and make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. A lot of times during the day, we're like this behind the computer, we're like this behind the car. And so we want to open everything up, open up your chest, open up your back, and then really get your abs engaged. Go ahead and button that belly button to the spine. But imagine that there is a little zipper that's at the bottom, the base of your spine. With that zipper, you're going to grab on that zipper. And as you grab, you're going to contract your abs, right? Making sure that belly button is buttoned to the spine, imagining that there is a tight rubber band wrapped around that midsection, pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and holding that core for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and release. We're going to do that again. Grab that zipper. Hey, Bubba, good morning. Grab that zipper. Zip it on up, buttoning that belly button to the spine as you go up. Imagining there's a tight core set, pulling your abs in, pulling your abs in, pulling your abs in, and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. All right, keep it up one more time. Go ahead and imagine that imaginary zipper at the base of our spine. Go ahead and pull that zipper up, buttoning the belly button to the spine. Imagining that tight core set wrapped around, pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I get the balloons over here on YouTube, which is kind of fun. All right, here we go. So now that we've gotten our abs together, we want to get our legs together as well. We want to work on our quads and our hamstrings. We're going to do a little bit of squat series there. So go ahead, pull your chair out. We're going to go from a seating to a standing position. We're going to do this intentionally, imagining there's a string pulling on your chest, pulling you up. And then as you shift your weight, you're going to fully engage that abs and go ahead and move up. All right, and begin. Big inhale and pull up. Very good. Nice. All right. So now that I've gotten a little bit of movement going with my my cold sweatshirt on today, we're gonna go up and down for 10. So I'm gonna go about hip width apart, not any farther, and now we're gonna go up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold that down. Little teeny tiny squats for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up to the top. Now we're going to go up and down with our calves for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back down for our squat. We're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up, calves again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to go down again for our squat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down last time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up. Now we're going to go up and down one last time with our calves. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Shake it out. We did a little bit of work there on our legs. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side. I'm going to stretch my hamstrings, but I'm going to do it super slow because we just woke up in the morning. Big inhale and exhale. You're going to go into that 90-degree hold there, but make sure you keep your abs in. Don't let it all hang out. So keep your abs in, nice and straight. Very good. And now just rest your hands gently on your thighs. Remember, we don't need to flop into it. Big inhale up. Very good. Inhale and exhale down, stopping at that midway 90-degree point. Now going down to your shins, just really allowing your hamstrings to warm up, not pushing them. Very good. Big inhale and exhale back to that 90-degree, and now coming down to your feet, shaking your head yes, shaking your head no, and go ahead and roll up vertebra by vertebra so that you're back in to center. Very good. Oh goodness, it's so weird doing morning flow with like this big old sweatshirt on, but it's super chilly today. So all right, so we have finished that series, so we're good to go. One last standing inhale. Nice big stretch. Pull yourself up. Very good. And down. Big inhale. Nice big stretch. Very good. One last time. Nice big stretch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my weight to the left side, and we're going to go knee to elbow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Other side. Nice big stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Nice big stretch. Open it up. Big inhale. That reminds me of like a sun salutation. We'll have to do a little bit of that as we kind of move through. So awesome. We finished our movement. Now we're going to move into our meditation. So we're going to do a Kundalini style meditation. Why Kundalini? So what is Kundalini? So Kundalini is a form of yoga. It incorporates mantra, mudra, and breath. Heavily studied in neuroscience to literally change your mind, which is pretty cool. So we're going to do two different meditation kriyas today is what they're called. So they're kind of a set series. So we're going to do one to really help build that internal energy, build that kundalini. We all have kundalini. It's not some woo-woo thing. We all have this energy within us, but we want to harness our energy. And so we're going to build that energy from our base of our spine all the way up to our head. We're going to do that through Sat Kriya. Sat Kriya we do with a hand closed position. If masculine, presenting right thumb over left, feminine presenting left thumb over right. Arms are going to be extended forward. We're going to go up and we're going to use the mantra Sat. And then we're going to, as we go up, we're going to contract our root lock, which is our rectum, our sex organs, and our belly button to our spine. So we're going to lock it up, Sat, and then we're going to exhale down, Nam. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. So I'll tune us in. Tuning us in helps us to connect with higher self, and then we'll move right into Sat Kriya. And then after Sat Kriya, we'll go into our Har meditation, which is our prosperity meditation. The mudra from that, we're going to strike each sides of our hands. The mantra is Har, Har, Har. And so with our Har, we really want to make sure our abdomen Har, Har, Har really goes in and out. We're using our abdomen almost as a pump. And so this builds prosperity, abundance. Our first Sat Kriya, eyes are going to be closed, looking at the third eye. Second Kriya, our eyes are going to be closed with a little 10% slit, looking at the tip of our nose. I'm going to tune us in. If you never tuned in before, you can just listen in. Otherwise, if you're familiar with the tune in for Kundalini, please join in. Here we go. I'm going to do it 3 times. Big inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. All right, now we're tuned into higher self. Now go ahead and take your palm of your hands over left to right, right to left, depending on how you present. Big inhale, eye gaze going to be closed, looking at the third eye. I keep the time for us. Ready, set, go. Sat, Nam. Sat, grab that root lock. Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Make sure you grab that root lock as you come up for your Sat, and you relax it out in your Nam. Sat, 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 Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. One more minute. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. 30 seconds. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat. Hold at the top. Go ahead and hold that root lock. Hold the breath. Hold everything. I know you're feeling all that Kundalini energy rushing to your head. It's okay. Big exhale, big inhale. Hold that root lock, allowing that Kundalini energy to go to your head. And if it's really spinny, you may want to cover your head. That means that your nervous system is not tone. Our nervous system gets out of alignment with all kinds of things. Exhale, inhale one last time. Sat. Even though we're not saying it, I was thinking in my head. So that helps us to, again, help focus and exhale with control. Go ahead and relax everything out, including our breath, including our hands, all the things. Okay, so now we're going to move into our prosperity Kriya. So if you want to generate wealth, abundance, money, this is a great Kriya to do that with. It's a very simple Kriya. Again, eye gaze is going to be closed 10%, looking at the tip of our nose. Our mantra here is going to be Har. So we're going to keep it up. We're going to do this for about 3 minutes. So I'll keep the time for us. Big inhale. Har, 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 har. Keep it going. Imagining that your belly button is like a pump, pulling you in, pushing you out, finding your personal power, personal strength to generate. Remember, wealth, abundance, prosperity, all the good things comes as it's attracted to you, your mind, your spirit, your alignment energetically with whatever it is that you want to manifest. So, keeping that in mind, keep it going for about another minute. You're doing great. Keep it going with your mantra. Heart, 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 heart. Very good. 30 seconds. Keep it up. You can do anything for 30 seconds. Heart, 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 heart. Big inhale, bring the breath to the top. Hold that breath, root lock, grab your rectum, your sex organs, belly button to your spine. Hold that, place your hands in a little bit of a cup. Exhale, release, visually imagining all of the amazing things coming to you, all the wealth, the abundance, the prosperity, the happiness, the gratitude, all the things. Big inhale and exhale, release out. Very good. Yay. We finished our uh, prosperity meditation. You can do that one up to 11 minutes. Same thing with Sakriya. You can do it for up to 11 minutes. I like to do them together. They're actually grouped together. One really builds that Kundalini energy, almost making you like a lightning rod, or really attracting, all the good things towards you. And then that har meditation really solidifies everything coming towards you. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Again. All right. So now we're going to move into journaling. Why do we journal? Why do we do these things? I have no idea. That's not true. I'm just saying. So why we now go into our journaling is because inevitably lots of things are going to be rolling around in our heads. We're going to be thinking things, we're going to be feeling things, all kinds of things are going to be happening all at once. And so journaling allows us to kind of just dump everything into a book. I tend to recommend a treasure journal for all of your manifestations and all the creations that you want in your life, and a trash journal for all the trashy things, all the negative things, all the not so great things, but all the thoughts that you really need to get out of your head, all the limiting beliefs, all the core beliefs, all the false beliefs, all the crazy stories that we've been told as children about who we are, and even still how what we're told even to this day, that is not true, that is not accurate. But unfortunately, if you're a sensitive, intuitive person like me, you hear it, it affects you. And so you need to have some place to put it. And so the trash journal is a great way to put it. So you're just going to fill up your trash journal. So write in it every single day, maybe several times a day, kind of as things kind of come up and bubble up. So a lot of times for me, going to a therapist every single day was not feasible, affordable, and all the things, right? And so, but I would have all these things happen to me that would be frustrating and aggravating and painful and all the things. And so I would need to kind of have my at-home therapist. And so my trash journal became my at-home therapist. I would literally just be like, like, F this, F that, screw this, screw that, or sometimes I'd be really sad and like, oh my God, I feel this, I feel that, I feel this, I feel that. So there's really no judgment in the trash journal. The treasure journal, once you kind of clear out the trash, you're going to want to put some treasure in there. And so writing in, what you want to create, your abundance, your health, your prosperity, your relationships, the partner, the love, the whatever it is that you're trying to create, you really want to write it from a first person perspective. So I'm so happy and grateful now that, or, I remember when, this didn't happen, but now I know that this is my reality. I'm super grateful. And so, really feeling and experiencing and embodying what it is that you really want in your life, and writing it in the first person. I actually did this to manifest my husband, over 2.5, actually now it's, no, when we met, it was like, it took about 2 years. Hey, A1, it took about 2 years from the time that I wrote in that journal to when I actually met him. We've been together longer now, but I had to think about it. So nonetheless, it's a very powerful tool. Most everything that I have been able to manifest or been able to create in my life has been through scripting, right? Because I have to get my nervous system and my mind and my emotions kind of prepared for what it is that's going to come in. A lot of times, we think, oh, these things just happen and they're going to be great. But unfortunately, what tends to happen is that, we will, manifest things and then we'll sabotage it because we weren't ready for it, or it was, too good to be true, or whatever. And so, really starting to get you and your nervous system ready. Now that the sun's coming out, it's getting hot, Lordy. Hot, cold, so, we want to use our journal as really a tool to help us to be in alignment, to help us to, decide what it is that we want, because sometimes we may not even want the things that we think that we want. And so having that journal really allows us to be able to get really clear about what it is that we want, because that's really the first step, and a powerful step is deciding what you want. And most people don't decide what they want. They don't know what they want. And why don't they know what they want? Because they're too busy surviving life. They're too busy running here, running there, running here, doing this, doing that, getting this done, taking care of this, etc., and not really spending that time with themselves and really getting honest about what it is that we really want. So journaling is an incredible tool to do that. Also, too, there's no bias in there. The journal doesn't talk back to you, doesn't negate what you're feeling, doesn't tell you no, that doesn't gaslight you, and all the things. And so journaling again is an incredible tool. So I am going to actually kind of do a little simple meditation, and I'm going to get clear about what I want for my day. So oftentimes we'll use journaling in the morning as a tool to get clear about what we want for our day. So first things first, I'm going to go within and kind of decide how I want my day to go. So I've really been wanting to be more productive lately. So I'm gonna speak it as though I'm writing it, right? So I give myself permission to be productive today, and it's okay. And I choose to be productive. And in this feeling of productivity, I'm getting things done, I'm checking things off with the list, things are resolving, actions and tasks and habits. They're all building and they're all moving me forward one step at a time, one task at a time, one day at a time. Things are working out for me, things are resolving for me, things are effortless for me, things are fun for me. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, I'm enjoying getting these things done. I'm very focused, I'm very relaxed, I'm very at ease. I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling secure, I'm feeling stable, I'm feeling comfortable, I'm feeling supported, right? And as I'm completing my day and checking all these things off the list, I'm finding resolve, and I'm finding balance, and I'm finding encouragement and stillness. And so it is, right? So this is what I would do, is I would sit and I would write how it is that I want my day to go, what it is that I want to see in my day, how it is I want to feel in my day, right? So that I'm being very intentional with my day, because otherwise I'm going to be unintentional and unconscious with my day, which means that anything can happen, right? Which means that any sort of negativity can jump in, any sort of thought can jump in, any sort of experience can jump in that I don't really want to have, right? And so I want to make sure that I create at the beginning of my day what it is that I want and how it is that I want to be for my day, because otherwise it's just going to be the wild wild west, and I don't want it to be the wild wild west. So when I'm a conscious creator and I'm consciously creating my life, I'm consciously creating it every single day. So I choose on a weekly basis how my weeks are going to go, but then I further reinforce it on the daily, because we shift and move every single day. Because some days I may wake up and it may be a total trash day, I may just have a whole bunch of emotional stuff that I just need to dump out, and I may be processing through some things that I need to work through. And so maybe the goal for the day is not to be productive. Maybe the goal for that day is just to soothe myself, support myself, nourish myself. So I get to decide every single day how my day goes, how I get to be in each and every day. And journaling is a great way to access that. So we use scripting as a tool. And then if I really want to reinforce it, I'll jump in the mirror and I'll speak whatever it is that I want to experience in my day, right, to my mirror. So I'll pretend that you guys are my mirror, right? So I'll look at the mirror and so I'm so happy and grateful now that my day is so productive. I can't believe my day is so productive. I'm so excited. My day is so productive. I feel so productive. I feel so secure. I feel so calm. I feel so soothed. I feel so relaxed. I feel so supported. I feel so happy that my day is productive and I'm getting everything done. Oh, that task is done. Oh, that task is done. Oh, that's resolved. Oh, that gets done. Oh, that, and I build that excitement even when I'm looking at my mirror. So that can reinforce, again, what we wrote in our journal that we want to create. But again, it's predicated on making up your mind. You got to decide what it is that you want for your day and for your life, because otherwise, your life is just going to keep passing you by and it's not going to be intentional. And you're going to look up and a whole year has gone by, a whole decade has gone by, a whole lifetime has gone by, and you're not going to have achieved or accomplished the things that you want to accomplish in your life. So we want to make sure we're intentional. All right, so our last step for our day is our day planning. So now that we've journaled out how it is that we want to go about our day, now we're going to put our 24 hours down on the mat and we're going to look at our 24 hours and we're going to tell our time what to do. Just like you tell your money what to do in a zero budget, you're going to tell your time what to do in a zero budget. And so all of us have 24 hours in each and every day. We have 168 hours in a week. Multiply that by 4 weeks, 52 weeks, etc. That's how much time each and every one of us has. And so if we're using a 12-week model, we're going to have one focus at the beginning of our 12 weeks. So we've done that before in different classes, but for right now, we're just going to focus on our 24-hour block. What is it we want to accomplish? So now I recognize that I want to be productive in my day. I want to be supported. I want to be structured in my day. So how am I going to create my day? What am I going to do in order to create my day? And how am I going to make that day happen? And so as a result of that, right, I'm going to go through and I'm going to schedule, for instance, for myself. So I have my morning flow, then I have my workout, then I have my water drinking. I always am going to focus on my food first, planning my food for the day. Why do I do that? Because otherwise, a lot of times we go unconscious. We want to plan our breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for the day, starting with our protein first. Why our protein? Because it keeps our blood sugar nice and stable. Some of y'all just starve yourselves all day until you crash into starvation mode, and then you're forging to get whatever. That's why fast food is on every block, and so instead, we're not going to do that. We're going to be intentional with how we're going to nourish ourselves because we love ourselves and we want to fuel ourselves properly. So, what are we going to eat? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and our snacks for the day, starting with our protein. If we have a specific protein number in mind, we want to average about 30 to 40, no more than 40 grams of protein per meal. So, if you're doing that, boom, 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 you get it in the 3 times and then you make up for 1 to 2 snacks for the day, depending on what your meal plan looks like. So that's the first thing, kind of deciding what it is that you want. So I know for me, I'm going to have, after my workout, I'm going to have some oatmeal for my breakfast. I'm going to have, I have some leftovers from last night, some fish and veg that I'm going to have, a little bit of rice for my lunch. I'm probably going to walk down and do a protein shake. I have actually, I'll probably do a smoothie just in my house because I don't feel like leaving today. So I'll do a smoothie to have that. And then I'll definitely be intentional, fill my water bottle up and make sure that I get half my body weight in ounces in water every single day. I may also throw yogurt in there for good measure, good protein source there. And so I've kind of got an idea in my brain of what it is that I'm going to be eating for my day and my water. Now I'm going to put my breaks in. So I kind of intentionally, when I treat patients in the morning, I typically will take, a little bit of a break after I treat patients. Normally I'll go boom, 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 and then take a nice hour break. Otherwise I'll do 25-minute, if I'm just doing kind of admin work, I'll do 25-minute blocks and then do like a 10-minute break in between. And so that's how I structure my time for the day so that I'm optimizing my productivity and getting those things done. Again, we want to create these plans for the day because otherwise, the day just goes and it's just going to go. And especially to the more people you have in your world. So, right now it's just me and my hubby, right? And we kind of manage our own schedules. However, let's say if I had little kids, like when I used to have little kids at home, needing to schedule their time and make sure that they're eating and make sure that they're doing what they need to do. And the more you multiply these little babies, and then the more chaos that ensues if you don't structure and plan your day. And so we as women, we as mothers, happy Mother's Day, belated by the way, we as mothers often put ourselves last. And so we tend to prioritize everyone else. And then whatever scraps are left over, that's what we give to ourselves. So this practice also breaks you out of that codependency cycle, breaks you out of that overgiving, and begins to teach you some healthy boundaries so that you can actually start to structure your life for you, not structure a life where you are, dealing with an exploitation wound. So, meaning that you're always overgiving, and you're depleted and there's nothing left for you. That's not how we want to operate our life. That's not healthy. And so we want to make sure we teach people, hey, Ansley, we teach people how to treat us. And so we first want to treat ourselves with love, with support, with encouragement, with soothing, with all the things. So here we go. All right. So now that you have decided what it is that you're going to want to eat for the day, your water for the day, your breaks for the day, now go ahead and put in your work, put in whatever it is that you need to accomplish for your day. Go ahead and slip that in to your schedule so that you have it already ready to go, so that there is no stress, there is no fret. And here's the thing, once you have good command over your schedule and over your time, you're less likely to be thrown off, which is kind of interesting. Meaning that, people will always come in and try to take pieces of your time, like little time vampires, right? But because you have set this intention, you've set this tone, you've set this structure for your day, you already kind of know what it is that needs to get done. And so you're less likely to be pulled off into, la la land, right? And so this is a really good way to, again, make up your mind, but also structure your day to create healthy boundaries for yourself as well as your life. So awesome with that. So spend the last couple minutes with that, just kind of getting your schedule worked out for the day. And so I'll leave you with this. Typically, we do kind of our beginning, middle, and end of the day. So this is the beginning of the day where we set the tone for our day. We create intention with our day. And then we do our middle of the day, which is our working part of the day. And then the end of the day, which we'll have to do an evening flow so you guys can get the vibe of that, where we kind of tune down from our day. We, express gratitude for our day. We look at what's gotten accomplished in our day, what hasn't gotten accomplished, what still needs to get accomplished. We forgive ourselves, we forgive others, and then we leave that day in that day. So we're not one long running day, because a lot of times what people will do is there's no delineation between day to day. They will wake up exhausted, right? Fumble through, survive through the day, and then fall out at night, with no delineation from day to day, and then wake back up in survival mode to do it all over again. And these cycles that we get into, these behavioral patterns that we get into day after day and week after week, will drain us, will wear us down, will make us not a happy person. So we want to make sure that we delineate our time, our space, and that we are really creating our day from an intentional place and an intentional perspective. This is all about what living a holistic lifestyle is about. It's not about, like, all this week, the content's going to be about, it's not about biohacking. It's not about fancy glucose monitors. It's not about health tech. It's really about bringing us back to these very simple principles that really we all, can benefit from. So what are these simple principles? To prioritize self, to love on self, to support self, to be intentional, not unintentional, and to structure your day and structure your time so that it works best for you. So there we go. Awesome. Well, I think we are done with our day. We have finished our morning flow, which was we started off with our movement. We did about 15 minutes of movement. Then we did about 15 minutes of meditation, focus meditation. Then we did 15 minutes of journaling. And then lastly, we finish it up with our day planning. If you're new to my channel, again, welcome. My name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field. They're all in the natural healthcare space. I develop lots and lots and lots of content. Oh, thank you, Melly. Appreciate you for the heart me. Um, I create lots of content all around having a holistic lifestyle. This week, I'm really excited. Wednesday, I will be talking about the new Surgeon General nomination, Dr. Casey Means, and what that means for public health. With RFK Jr., Dr. Oz, and now Casey Means at the helm of our public health. We definitely need to be well informed and well aware of what's going on, as our healthcare system is now, the public health practices are being defunded. Medicaid, Medicare is being gutted, while we're getting privatized by the kind of elite, healthcare systems, if you will. But it's guised as holistic or guised as functional medicine, when in fact, holistic and functional medicine is a very unique practice where you don't need to spend all this money, you don't need to do all these things. And so I just want to educate you guys about the current administration's public health regime, and that's what I'll call it, the regime. So I'll educate you guys Wednesday night at 8 p.m. all about the public health regime that is coming in. The nepotism is just oozing from every corridor, and I thought I was getting away from Dr. Oz. I remember when I was finishing up my clinicals, Dr. Oz was like really big. And so people would come into my practice all the time, and I would tell them things, and they'd say, well, Dr. Oz says, well, Dr. Oz says. And one time I got so frustrated because I got sick of hearing it. I said, well, go get an appointment with Dr. Oz then. And the lady was like, oh, clutch my pearls kind of thing. And so flash forward now, I can't get away from this guy. So now he's going to be in charge of our Medicare and our Medicaid, which is scary, scary. And then Dr. Casey Means, who has absolutely no experience in holistic or functional medicine. She's a Stanford surgery dropout. She didn't finish her residency, and then decided to use her medical degree to practice. She took an 11-week course in functional medicine and did 6 months in practice before she opened her, hey, Tatted Kisses, before she opened her a health tech company, and that qualifies her to be Surgeon General. So if you're not a little bit nervous by now, I would get a little nervous. So we're going to look at public health and what public health is doing. And unfortunately, as all of quote unquote DEI research and studies are being canceled, sadly, that's going to put women's health behind, that's going to put minority health behind, that's going to put a lot of people's health behind, because the funding is not there, and instead now the funding is being repartitioned. And we'll talk more on Wednesday evening about where all that money is now going and how it's being funded, and just so that you guys are informed about what's going on in public health, so as a whole, because your health is important and your health matters. And I also want to make sure that you're educated about the various players in the world, so that you can decide if you want to support these people or not, because I believe in informed consent, and I believe in full disclosure, and it's not being disclosed who's profiting from all of these public health changes. And so we definitely want to get that information out to as many people as possible. So that'll be on Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'll probably go live sporadically throughout, but that's my one scheduled for the week. We are on our break for Intro to Holistic Medicine. We're in between Intro to Holistic Medicine 1 and Intro to Holistic Medicine 2. We have about another week or so, I think about another week, and then we'll start up Intro to Holistic Medicine 2. So this week, and I think next week I'll have to look at the calendar to confirm that. But I'm not teaching my intro class, but we will start that up shortly. We will open up registrations this week as well for Intro to Holistic Medicine 2, and just making sure everybody who participated in Intro to Holistic Medicine 1 who wants to complete that course and wants to get their certificate is able to do so. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for attending Morning Flow. I'm going to jump off now and get my day started. I'm going to finish up my workout and have my oatmeal that I'm very excited about. So it's the little things at this point. It's the little things that just makes me so excited about life and about living. I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that you guys chose to stop by this morning for our morning flow class. I do teach this class 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. Last week I was very intentional about being awake, being conscious, waking up on time. So now this week is much of the same, just because my body, energetically, it goes through all kinds of things naturally. And I honor my body instead of kind of pushing and forcing like I used to for years and years and years. For years and years and years, I'd push and force and push and force. And I'm just not there anymore. I don't push and force anymore. I allow myself to live in flow. I allow myself, the space, the time, the energy, whatever it is that I need to be able to relax and heal, and not have to be Superwoman or Operation Save a Hoe. So nonetheless, well, you guys have an amazing day. Also, too, if you ever either miss morning flow or you want to, watch it when I'm not on or whatnot, there is a playlist for morning flow. Also, check out my other podcasts. Confessions of a Holistic Doctor just came out last week with an episode, The Magical Negro. So check that out on all major platforms. And then this week I will be releasing another episode of our Decolonize Your Healthcare with the public health expert, internationally public health expert, Dana Ullman. We'll be talking about homeopathy. And so I'll release that this week. We've already recorded it. And then next week I'll release out our episode on vitamin D. So yay! All right, guys. Well, you guys take care. Bye, TikTok. See you guys later. All right. IG. See you guys later. And everyone else, LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook. See you guys later.